come out to play. Warriors, come out to play. Warriors, come out to play. Warriors.
Hello, everyone. Gilbert here, Red Dragon Monitors. I don't have to tell you what I'm getting ready to work on. Excuse me. Let me fix my camera here. It was off to the side. I'm going to start working on some of the skin tones for old Luther here. Now, for this one, I'm going to use a combination of stuff. I'm going to lay down a base of some Steiner. Let me back up. The first thing I've used, and I did this earlier this morning, I use this stuff right here. It's SEM High Build Automotive Primer Filter. Good stuff. Hobby Mike turned me onto this a while back, and I've been using it ever since. You use whatever you want. I prefer this because the Krylon for me is too thick, goes on too heavy. This stuff goes on beautifully. I like it. I got gray because I ran out of black. But normally I'll use a black. I'm also going to be using the new Iwata New Worlds flesh tones on top, and then after I lay all that down, I'll be using some oils. I don't know if I'll get into all that today, but I'll try. So I have my Badger Stynylrez. I have some ebony flesh. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I got a little pink. My terracotta and flesh tone. Now I mixed up a little bit, and I'll show you guys that here. It's about a drop of terracotta and about 3 drops of flesh tone, and it I'll show you. It's gave me that fleshy look to it, which I kind of like. It's like a dark hue to it. So let me put that on. Oh, and I cut it with some Vallejo. You don't have to do that. Stynylrez, you don't have to cut it as long as you shoot it with a 0.5 needle and at about 30-35 psi. I usually shoot it at 35-40 psi. But I'm going to be shooting this through Sotar, so that's why I cut it. So this is, let me get this here so I can show you. I don't have his arm on there. So this is the bust. Hey, Jerry, this is the bust here. It is a exclusive, only to Just Paint It. He's in the comments right now, guys. If you let me pull this up real quick. I didn't have it ready, so my bad. I just finished dinner and I was trying to rush through my dinner here. Let me do this. Let me do this real fast. Let me pull up his Facebook. I'll pull up his Facebook real quick. Got that pulled up. All right. So here we go. If you would like one of these, where's this? This here. This is a quarter scale resin, 3D resin printed bust. This guy's little base. There he is there. His arm goes in like this here. And then I have both the clear and the solid bottles. This is the hand with the bottles. I went with the clears. You can see they're masked off. I already shot that with a primer. So that's what I'm going to do. So you can, if you guys, hey Josh, if here, let me share this real quick. If you would like, you can go right here, Jerry Frades, Just Paint It on Facebook. You can message him. That's how you can buy this, $65 plus shipping. It's a pretty good deal. for what you get. It's a really, really good deal. It's a nice looking bust, guys. So let me go back and get to this. I'm going to switch my camera real quick. You have to excuse me. My allergies are killing me today. And at the end of this, I have a little announcement about our Uhura bust. So stick around for that before I leave. But let me switch my camera real quick. Right here, get the overhead shot. And this is what, as you see here, these are the paints. These are the New World by Iwata. I am going to be using these paints. So this is the Fair Blush. I mean, there's some skin tones. I don't have all of them, but I'm going to be using these in one form or another. So I don't need this at the moment. So let me get this off to the side so I don't get any paint on it. I got a little paper towel here. I'm going to sit. Well, actually, let me do that because the silly putty will stick to the paper towel. Dora, can you turn that light off on the top, buddy? I'm getting a real bad shine here. Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to get this so you guys don't have that real heavy glare off of this glass table here. Right here. All right, so Iwata paint is what I'm going to use, but for right now, I got my Badger Sotar. I'm at about 30 psi, so I'm going to leave it there because this is a little thicker than what I normally shoot at. We're going to put that in there. And then I'm going to come in. It's thin, as you can see. I'm going to put some shadows in. I tend to do things a little backwards, guys. So if anybody's ever watched me paint, sometimes I'll put the shadows in first. Sometimes I put them in afterwards. And I want to lay down just the light's going to be hitting them from this way. So all I want to do is I want to see. I'm just laying in a little bit just to see where I want my shadows at. Okay. That's fine. I just shot a little bit in there. I'll get that out of there. I'm not worried about cleaning it up. What did I do with my Vallejo? I'm going to put a couple of, here, let me. One, two, three, four. There's 4 drops of Vallejo. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops of this. This is the Stynylrez Terracotta. Get mixed up in there a little bit. Let me get a brush. Oh my God, he's mixing it in his cup. Yeah. Bite me. All right. I'm going to reuse that. So now I'm going to come in on an angle. All I want right now is get the shadows in there. I just noticed something. Where's my airbrush holder? I missed something here, and I need to get that cleaned out before I do anything. There's a little bit of right in here. I need to get that out of there. did I do with my scalpel blade? Okay, got out of there. Get my glasses. Now again, I'm about 35 PSI, guys, right now when I'm shooting this. I'll lower that when it's time to lay the rest of the paint down. So all I want to do is I want to establish where my shadows are going to be. Get under that eye there, and across here, right there, and I want to get his lips. So there's the shadowing I got. Let me get to his hand here. So all I'm trying to do is where I think, like the structure of the bone from his hand. I'm going to get right inside here. I want to get down here. Everywhere that I think there's a deeper shadow, I'm going to lay this down. Some places stronger, some places lighter. There's going to be like a Payne's gray. There'll be blue in here, yellows, purples, but that'll all come a little later. Right now, I'm just trying to establish shadows. Right here by the wrist. So there's the hand. All right, I'm going to clean this out real fast. Let me move this out of the way. I'll just do a real quick rinse with some simple water. I'm not going to use the Jesus juice. It's just some simple water. I want to get this out of there. For the most part, it doesn't really matter if I get all of it out. Run that through. Now, before I start laying down this, I want to lay a base down on that hair and that bandana. Now, let me look. If you give me a second here, I'm going to, hold on. I didn't pull up the image, but I got it on my phone. I believe that, I know that band that he's got across there's a little leather piece. So that's almost like you see like like a beigeish. I don't know if you can see that, but so I'm not gonna hit that with that because I'll do that with this. Hit it and then I'll be able to go over it with some inks. But for right now, what did I do with it? I'm going to go in with some burnt umber, some Vallejo burnt umber. Get this out of the way so I don't get any of that on there. Clean that so I don't get any of that booger in there. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 drops of this. Now this is already thin. This is the Game Air or the old model Air. It's already thin. So what I want to do is I'm going to come in because he's got this brown hair. This is just the base. This is not going to be the color of it. So I want to lay this down. Hit it with a blow dryer. And that way, I already got it. Plus this brown, when you get a little bit over here, it'll be okay. Adds to the shadow. This is a nice color for auburn hair, guys. It is, again, I'm using Vallejo Model Air burnt umber. You can use mahogany, whatever. He's looking at the videos or the when you watch him on screen in that's during the movie, he's got brown hair, but there's highlights in it, when the light's hitting it and stuff. So I don't want to get it too dark. I want to keep it, light. So again, all I'm doing is I'm laying this down as a base for what's going to go over it. And I'm trying to be real careful not to get too much of that brown on the face. Doesn't matter, I can go over it, but I'd prefer not to. Now here's where we get. You get paid the big bucks. I mean, I've got this almost like an ink consistency. It's real wet. And I need some light, so we're going to get a little. If there's any glare, let me know, guys. Let me move this way so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get inside there without a lot of overspray. Yeah, perfect. I need a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys got any questions? Drop it in there. $65. Jerry Fridge, Just Paint It, right here, guys. For those of you just joined us, if you like this figure, you can go right here to Jerry Fridge, Just Paint It on Facebook. Message him. It's $65 US plus shipping. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's continue. Yeah, that's a nice color. What do you think, Jerry? That's a nice color, huh? You guys will have to forgive me. I normally, other than when we do the Way of the Dragon, I normally don't paint on camera. That's why I don't do Patreons. I don't do any of that because usually I got music blowing my ears out. But you know what? It's time I get out of my comfort zone and start doing more of this stuff. Show you guys my process. I'm using, as I mentioned, I'm using the Sotar, and I'm about 35 psi for this. I'm going to knock it down in a minute here. So after I lay down the skin tone or the base skin tone. So there's the hair. That's just Jerry's just mentioned also. Here, I'm going to put it here so you guys can see it. Right there. He's going to be adding the beer labels for the bottle. Because, man, I'm going to tell you what, I was looking at this thing and it was driving me nuts because you can't really get a good look at the label on the beer. But if you slow it down and you go frame by frame, you figure out that one is a Budweiser, the dark brown one is a Budweiser, and the other one is a Miller. It has just a neck label on it. It doesn't have the body label. It's just got the neck label. So Jerry says he's going to, as you see the comment there, he's going to be throwing those in. The labels. I don't believe they're decals. They're just labels. You can put them on there. So I want to finish up whatever's in this cup. So as you notice, I'm going in. The recess is a little darker. It's the same paint. I'll take a little bit of that brown and just right there, underneath here. That's just a little bit. Back in here. Back in there. A little bit on that eye. A little bit in that corner of that eye there. Across his nose. Right here. And then right in here. Just a little bit. You can see it going down in there. And then right here on that chin. Like that. I'm going to a little darker down there because it's underneath. So there it is. That's what we got so far. Thanks, Steve. So let me rinse this out real quick. Blow that through. It's a little humid here, so let me make sure I get the. I got a little plugging in there, so let me get it out of there. There we go. All right. Make sure I get that all out of there. Again, it doesn't really matter because now I'm going to go to this. So, and before I lay this down there, I'm going to do a little housekeeping. And I should have had it up, but I didn't. Give me a second here. What did I do? Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, I'm going to add a buy me a coffee link on here, guys. If any of this is of any use to you, here, let me copy that link. I'm going to put my buy me a coffee right there in the comment section. If any of this is of any use to you guys, and you know you like to support me to pay for this StreamYard, because that's where the money goes, guys. It goes to pay for the StreamYard. So the link is in there. That's what they claim. All right, now we're going to come in. And I'm going to just start adding a little bit of this mixed flesh tone that I got. All right, I'm having a problem here. There we go. He's a little dark skinned right now, but that'll all lighten up. All this will lighten up. Again, this is just a base. Everything is going to be laid down on top of this. I lowered my pressure. I'm at 20 psi now, in case anybody's wondering. So there's that. That's my bass tone. That's my bass that everything's going to go on. Let me clean this out because I think I got a little bit of that Vallejo caca in there. Anybody that's ever used an acrylic knows you're going to get some boogie boogie in there every now and then in your airbrush, and that's what's going on right now. This is still lacquer fluid. Now I'm going to lighten that up. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of this, just to lighten it up, just in certain areas before I start laying down my base tones. I don't have to, but I like doing it that way because it helps. I don't use a lot of paint that way, but oh yeah. I don't know if you can see that. You see the little things floating in there that came right out of the nozzle. That's when you know you got some caca in there. I could feel it the way it was shooting. I just noticed some the trap. I emptied it out this morning, but we've been having some really shitty weather here. It's been humid, hot, so I got something. I got a little something in that nozzle. There it is. Got it out. So give me a second. Just my Jesus juice. Make sure it didn't. Yeah, see it? Right there. You see it? That came out of the nozzle. There was a little plug of it in there. Just make sure everything out. Thanks, Steve. Okay. Now, I'm going to hit this real quick with a blow dryer. So I'm going to go off camera for a second. I use the guys give me shit because I got this heavy duty blow dryer. Now you'll notice here and here there's some overspray. That's okay. That doesn't. I can always touch this up. It's this that I'm working on now, so I'm not too concerned about that overspray. So see that? I'm going to take this. I'm going to still use the same one that's in there. Well, you know what? Let me get rid of that. Fuck it. Again, this is the Stynylrez Light Flesh. I'm going to cut it a little bit. Don't ask me what my ratio is. I just squirt it in there. After a while, I just look to see how it flows on the cup. See that? So it's probably about a 50-50, maybe a little bit more, 60-40. So now I'm just going to come in right where I want those highlights. Hell, mine might not even have to use regular paint. I can just go in with my my oils. But I got to put some yellow on this, so. I get that Adam's apple. Get this neck right there. Again, this is an exclusive to Just Paint It. Get his nostril there. A little bit on the nose. I'll come over to that little flap of skin here. Come across back here just to make sure it all blends in. There you go. So far, now that's the primer stage, guys. Now I definitely need to get everything out of this because this is Stynylrez. It don't matter if you cut it. It can be a pain in the rear end to get out of your airbrush. So I'm going to make sure I get that all out of there. I'll tilt it like so it doesn't back up into the, just what I'm doing is I'm forcing that needle very at the weight of the needle alone, just inside that nozzle. Do a little backflow and then shoot it out. Yeah, I got the cap. I'll show you guys in a second. I can see the way this is flowing out that there is a little buildup right here. Yep, there it is. And that is hindering. There's some buildup that's going over the tip of that nozzle. So that's a little sponge. Do this. I want to get that. Yeah, there it is. There's a little plug there. Now check it with a little water. And there it is. As they say, just like downtown. Get in there. Get all that out of there. I don't want none of that in there. What the hell? My airbrush is acting up here, guys. Yep, she's acting up. I've got paint. I've got everything coming out. Yeah, it's plugged up. We've got a plug. So give me a second here. I got some heavy duty Restorer. Createx Restorer. You want shit? Oop, knock that shit over. That stuff right here. So let me grab a little bit of this. Oh yeah. As soon as I put it in there, I could see it. Yep. As soon as I put it in there, you see the stuff bubble up to the top. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see if I can get that. Now you can't see it. Damn it. You see all the little pieces in there? This stuff is great. You can get this over it from Coast Airbrush. I believe Spray Gunner has it. I always keep a little bottle of this because you never know when you're going to need it. And I'm telling you right now, looking at this, there's all kinds of caca in there. All right, let me dump this, rinse it, and then I'll do it again. Because I want to run it through. Sorry, guys. That was that's that goddamn Vallejo, you know. Get a little bit more of this. I'm going to run this through the airbrush real quick, and then I'll clean it out. Yeah, there it is. I can see it. Yes, sirree. Yeah, I'm looking down in there, and I can see the mess that's in there coming out of there. Now it's shooting good. All right, that's what I wanted. Now let's just run that right through. Give me a second. I'm just running it through my filter. Make sure to get it all out. I don't want that in mixing with the paint. All right, I'll clean this off just to make sure I don't have nothing on that. Take this. Yep, clean that out. There we go. Put my needle back in there. Move this out of the way. I'm going to run some of my cleaner through it and then some water. These things happen. You guys are watching this live, so I'm not editing anything out. I'm going to flush that through. This is just straight water right now. Well, no, this is the Jesus juice. And then I'll do a quick, just straight distilled water. I just want to make sure I got everything out of there. Like that. A little water. A little back flush. Get it all out of there. Yeah, now I can see the spray pattern is beautiful. I had a little plug in there. Could have either been the it looked like it was the Stylorez. Got a little booger in there, and I didn't because I didn't filter it. Okay, now give me a second. I'm gonna walk over, hit this with a I want to seal this, so give me a second. I'm gonna hit it with a matte coat. Okay. And the bottle down. This is the stuff I use. It's the matte, the UV resistant clear. You can get this at Hobby Lobby, Amazon. Stuff is great. Great stuff. Very durable. It's like seven something, 8 something a can. So, all right, I'm gonna hit this with a blow dryer. All right. There it is. So right now. So now I'm at the point now where I want to lay down this. I don't know if I want to. Yeah. Okay. I see what I'm going to do. I need to put some freckling on this. And I don't know if I want to do it with oils or if I want to do it with paint. But let me see what I got here. Get a little red, and then I have a little yellow. So what I want to do, a little red. Oh shit, I didn't get the hand. All right, I'll get that in a minute. I don't need a lot of this. That's it. That's all I need. Before I do that, let me make my my wash out of this. Where's my wash? I'm gonna let that sit. That's too much, but it was. You saw what I did there. That's real thin. So in the meantime, let me sit this over. Let me get this hand. I still got the paint for this. So, all right, where did I sit it? Oh, there it is. It's right here. So, you know what? I'm not gonna use this. I'm gonna go with my Thayer and Chandler 4000. Two, three, four. 4 drops should be more than enough. Gotta make sure I get in there. Let me hit this with a blow dryer. More drops. You guys see what I just did there? I had a little bit too much primer get on there. These things will save your ass, man. You just tap. You know this. I'm sorry. This thing is so damn bright, but I don't have any heavy lights on. Let me see if I raise that up just a little bit more. Get it away. There you go. So there's that. Now let me hit this. Let's see. Now the reason I'm pulling this off is the rest of that's going to go on here is going to be done with oils. So I'm not worried. Although I should have left it on so I could seal it. I had some masking fluid also on this. And then I put the tape. Once the masking fluid, when it dried, I put tape over the top of it. Just to give me an added barrier. Of course, we all know this is silly putty, so I just want to be nice and careful as I pull this off. That I don't scratch that paint. Now I'll use a toothpick to get the rest of this off of here. Again, I don't want to scratch what I just painted, so that's why I'm doing it this way. But I'm going to come in and I'll get it better. But I just want to show you with a little patience what you guys can do. This is pretty cool. These clear bottles. So I'm going to have to go in and do a little touch up with a brush. But that's okay because right at here there'll be a shadow, just a small hint of a shadow. So right where I kind of over put the mask, I'll have to touch it back up. And I'm trying to get the silly putty out of there, but it doesn't want to come out of there. So we have a little bit of that. Just stick that in there. Pull that out. There we go. Yeah. You take a little Q-tip that's wet. Just, this is not a Q-tip and it's not wet, so, but you can go in and just pull that masking off of there. Anyway, there. I'll clean this up off camera, but check that out. Pretty cool, huh? Now, Jerry was told me how you can get this to, once you get them, if you get these bottles, the clear bottles, and you want to use them, once you clean them up and you buff them up real good, you take them and you hit it with a clear coat, and they'll shine up real nice. They'll get as clear as they possibly can. I mean, I probably could have went a little clearer, but I wanted this bottle and this bottle, these two, this one and this one, have that burnt umber Budweiser bottle look, the brownish red look. This one's going to be clear. This one is the Miller bottle. So you got the Miller, the Budweiser. You can't tell what this bottle is, so I'll just slap a Budweiser label on the bottom of it. But yeah. So once, and there they go, just like that. Now I'll go in and I'll touch up whatever. And if I get any overspray, I can easily wipe this off because this has been gloss coated. All right. Let me get rid of this so I don't end up with any of this on my chingaderas there. So we're going to do, let me clean out, get this out of there. Clean that airbrush because I'm not going to be using this one. So I want to make sure that anything that's in there is out of there so I don't have trouble with it tomorrow. This is the Jesus juice. Do a quick cleaning. Another flush just to make sure I get it all out of there. And then all cleaned out. There. All right, let's get this guy off to the side because I'm not going to use him anymore. All right, now we got to go. Now that this has time to sit up, let's zoom in a little bit. There's the basic skin tone. There's a mole here, if I can get that right there. See it? I almost sanded that off until I looked on the image and I was like, oh shit, he does have a mole. But I almost took it off. All right, let me get a brush here. A little stippling brush. Okay, I don't want it to dry, so let me. Get that out of there. On the neck there. Okay. That's all I need. See, overkill. Get that cleared out of there. I don't know if I want to put the yellow down just yet. I'll put just a little bit, but I don't want a lot of it on there. I should have sealed that, but I didn't. Okay. I'll clean that brush later. I'm going to dry this and I'm going to seal it. All right. Now we're going to go into the flesh tone. Now I can use, you know what? I don't know if I want to use the Pro Acryl or if I want to use this stuff. Let me go with this stuff. So I want to use, this is the blush. I want to use this is a light natural flesh. This is natural flesh. Okay, let me get this. Get rid of this. This is Iwata New Worlds. It's a great paint. If you guys haven't tried it, you should. It's great stuff, man. It really is. So this is a natural flesh. This is a blush. I'm going to go with a fair blush and then... Nah, let's do that. I'm trying to... Now for this, I'm going to reduce this with 4012. You reduce it with, I've done it with Vallejo. I've done it with water, but I was told to try this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get a brush. It's not thin enough. Squirt, squirt. There we go. Nice and thin. I'll mix that up real good. I'm going to let that sit for a few minutes. Close that. Nah, it should be all right. Here we go. Let me get a light on here so I can see what I'm doing. Give me a second, Jerry. This is very thin, almost like an ink. So I got to be very careful as I'm laying it down that I don't overdo it. I'm also going to paint his eyes, inside the eyes. It'll be easier to lay down the paint later. Down here. This is very thin. A couple more drops of that in there. What I do with my mixing. There's the bottles, Jerry. Yep. I'm having trouble with my airbrush. Okay. Now I'll let this sit here and dry for a second. I'll clean this out real quick. I don't like the 4012 in here, guys. They say to use it. I don't like it. I got some 4011 somewhere, but the 4012, no good. Gummed it up. So, although I appreciate it, just for some reason gummed it up. So let me clean this out real quick. I'm going to stick to what I was using before. There we go. Got it all out of there. Had to get the heavy duty cleaner in there because it gummed it up. Okay, that was the blush, I believe. No, that was this one, the blush. So now I'm going to come in with let me get this all out of my airbrush. Sorry, guys. I know I'm. Yeah, you know what, Steve? It just didn't play well with this. Now I was told that that to use it because it's great with it. So I figured, okay, I'll try it. I don't like it. I got some 4011 somewhere too, but I'll just stick to what I've been using with this stuff, and that's the Vallejo. Seems to work really good. All right. Vallejo. I'm going to put a little bit there so I can run it through the airbrush real quick. Yeah, we definitely got a problem here. She's plugged up. That 4012 just gunked up the airbrush. There it goes. Got it out. $40.12, and for me at least, you guys saw it right here. $40.12. It just hey John Paul, how you doing, buddy? It just did not want to play nice. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, drops of that. I'm gonna add a little. Trying to see. That's a natural flesh. You know what? I think I'm done with the airbrushing, guys. To be honest with you, let me get a little bit more color though on this. Where's the natural? What did I do with it? I got shit everywhere, man. All right. Yeah, see, I like the way that shoots better. A lot better. This is a little blush. Add a little rosiness down in here. Right there. In here. here on the neck. There you go. There'll be a little yellow after everything's done. I'll make like a little wash, an oil wash, and I'll brush it on. So, because what we're gonna do right now, guys, is we're gonna move on over to some oils real quick. I'm trying to get this shit unplugged. Sorry, guys. That 4012 really did a number in here. It really screwed me up. Yeah, I'm gonna go pick some up, Steve. The 4020. This 4012, I don't know. It it plugged this thing up really good, man. I got some running some lacquer through it right now. It seems to be fine now. When I'm done tonight, I'm gonna take everything apart, give it a good soak, and some crud cutter. All right, let me let this sit for a second. I'm gonna hit this with a quick. Let's see, how long have we been on? An hour. So give me a second. I'll pull that off. I just want to hit this before I bust out the oils, guys. So let me seal this real fast. All right. There's Ojibas there. And then where's the bottles? Okay. Okay. We got the hand. We got the face. All right. Now, let me go here. Let's see. Thanks, brother. He's getting there, man. He's getting there. Steve says he watched a few videos about the 4012. The new 4020 is supposed to be the answer. Well, you know, I don't know. We'll see. Every time I turn around, there's a new one saying this is the greatest, latest, greatest shit. So who knows? Who knows, Steve-O? But I have heard that the 40-12 or 40-20 is, or 20 or 21, whatever it is supposed to be pretty good. I was watching that video from Spray Gunner. So here we got that. Let me clean this off. We're done with the. I'll clean these up real good later. Now we're going to go into some oils, guys. Again, I'm going to show you guys, if you want to get yours, that's where you get it. Jerry Frades, Just Painted on Facebook. This is it's $65. It's a quarter scale bust. It is $65 plus shipping. He's going to throw in some beer, the decals for the beer bottles, or the stickers for the beer bottles. And if you choose to go with the clear, even if you don't go with the clear, you're going to need to put the decals on there, or the stickers. So, but yeah, there he is. Jerry Frades, Just Painted, $65. This guy is. It's a quarter scale bust, $65 plus shipping. So let me show you how he's looking so far. If we put him on here, there he is so far. So now what we are going to do is dun 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 oils. I don't know how far I'll get with this. If you guys would like to stick around while I'm doing it, that's up to you. But you got some of the yellow. So these are the ones I'm going to use for right now. Give me a second. Let me check my phone here. I'm getting some messages. All right. Let me get my other brushes, because I don't mix them. These are my oil brushes. Right there. So I'm going to need something to blend with. I'm going to need something. One of those. It's time I sorted all this shit out, man. I got a mess here. Grab that one. And one more for blood, just in case. No, not that one. Not that one. That's not the one. This is the one I want right there. Okay. Now, I'm also going to pull out from here titanium white, Payne's gray, purple blue. So we are going to start with just a little bit of this flesh tone right here. Pull a little bit. I don't need a lot. I need my Mona Lisa odorless paint thinner. Make some room here. Let me do this. All right, what happened here? There we go. Get my glove. Get this. I got a couple of these handy right there. A little thinner. All right, dumbass, what'd you do with your blender? Let me start blending it. So this is very thin. This will be dry by tomorrow. I'm not laying it down thick. I need a filbert. There we go. That's what I need. Here around the neck. Right here at the bottom. Right in here. I know the lights right now are washing this out. You can't see the colors that I'm seeing here. I'm going to have to invest in some better lighting. That. Let me get his hand. See, while I'm on this, I might as well. It's too light. That's why I'm going to have to add some pink to this. So where is it? I'm going to have to add this faded flesh to it. Just a little bit. Right there. I'll clean that brush off. Now let me pull a little bit of this. Where's my... So we got that. This is a little bit too pink, so I just remove some with the sponge. And there it is. So we got that. Let's see, where else are we? Let's get the inside of the fingers, like there. Let's get that one. That one. Now let's get the palm of his hand. Thinning it. Pull most of it off. It's almost like a wash, guys, that I'm doing. And I'll work that more and more and more later. But that's good for now. All right, now we go to the Sunny. This is the basic, which is this one. That's this one. So now I'm going to use some, before I do that, hold on. Some Flesh Shadow. You don't need a lot. So for that, I'm going to use, where did I do it here? Where's the other brush at? Oh, here it is. That brush right there. So I'm going to pull a little bit here. I know it looks a little dark right now, but I'll clean that up. Got an angled brush here. I want them to have like that Simon Bar Sinister look to them, you know. Need something a little stiffer. There we go. That's much better. Just like that. Hold on. Give me a second here. Come on, damn you. That's not what I wanted. Give me a second here. I'm trying to fix something real quick, guys. I, again, if any of this, guys, is of any use to you, if you like what you're seeing, if you'd like to see me do more of this stuff, I don't have a Patreon. I don't mind doing this. But, I'm going to drop a link here. So buy me a coffee, whatever you can do. And if you can't, just hit the like and subscribe, help a brother out, push the algorithm. So there, you see what I'm doing? I'm building up some shadows now. Try not to get too heavy with them. But this is just a little bit in here. Just like that. See that? I'll come up underneath. Where's my... Like right in here. I want to get in here. Just like that. Shadow right there, and that dimple. Like that. And then we're going to come in here. Just like that. Now remember, I'm going to be using some Payne's Gray also, so this is just the Payne's Gray on top of this will be just like that. These are oils. Yeah. All right, I'll clean this off now. Payne's Gray. Got a little Payne's Gray. We're going to add that like right in here. Just stipple it, just like that. Take this. Any excess that's there, you take it off. Come over here. Give them like a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow on this upper lip. Take your sponge. Now you see that Payne's Gray is giving them a little bit more, starting to bring it all together. Yep. And then I'm going to go in and start lightening up other pieces. So just bear with me. You'll see what I'm doing. Bear with me. Now we'll take a little bit of this Payne's Gray. Underneath that eye. Give him a little shadow there. Come over here. A little scotch of it there. A little dab of it there. So what I'm doing is, if you look at skin, there's a bunch of different tones in there. Especially this guy's pretty pasty, but it wouldn't look right real pasty on a figure, I don't think. So when I add a little color to him, I don't know if you can see that now. You see that? So now we'll take like here. Just like that. Grab a little bit more of this. And then right up underneath the neck there. Blend that all in. Take my sponge. You can use that, or you can use one of those. See how it gives it that look underneath there? So let's come over here. We're going to add a little bit of that in here. Just like that. I'm using it as a shadow. And I'm using this to pull and blend. See? Come back over here. Right in that corner there. What do you guys think so far? Clean this brush off. Now we're going to use some of that Sunny Flesh. This stuff. It's got a yellow tinge to it. See? Pull a little bit of that. Thin it. Just like that. So now I'm adding the little yellow hue to them, to the skin tone. What do you guys think? Guys, tell me what you think. Shit. I got some caca on this one. All right. A little bit more of this, a little bit right here on the throat. I don't want a lot of this. This is more of a highlight than anything. Okay. Then we got that. Now we'll clean this brush off. These oils are going to be used again for touch-up, so I'm not going to get rid of that. But I will clean this brush off. Again, for all you guys, I know I haven't mentioned it in a while, right here, Jerry Frayed. Or both sets, you know, the clear or the solid. Hey, James, what's going on, my brother? All right, now I'm going to come in with a lighter shade. I don't think I'm going to use the purple just yet. I will in a minute, a little later, but not just yet. I want to see this without these harsh lights beating down on it. All right, so now I'm going to add a little highlight there. Right on the bridge of his nose. Let's go over here by his boogie snock. Right there. Go over here by this side of the boogie snock. Go ahead and blend that in. Come over here. The beauty of oils, and James can tell you, he's here. The beauty of oils. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. This is Jerry Frayed. Because I removed myself from the damn thing. I hit the wrong button. Thanks, Steve. You turned my mic off. Yeah. All right. This kit is a quarter scale 3D resin print produced and exclusive only to this guy right here, Jerry Frayed at Just Paint It. It's quarter scale. It comes with the bottles, the hands with the bottles. He's going to throw in some stickers for the beer bottles, or it's $65 plus shipping. It was sculpted by Arthur Verdney over at V3D. It was engineered. I don't know if it was printed, but I know it was engineered by Hobbyman Mike over at ny3dcreations.com, and it's exclusive and produced exclusively here for Just Paint It. So if you want one of these Luthers, he's also got Swan, guys. Not a bust. He's got a full figure Swan. So if you want one, hit him up here on his. I'll put the link in the chat right here real quick. The link is coming up right now. You can follow that link to his Facebook page. And if you would like to have one of these, go ahead and message him. So, all right, let's get back to this guy. So now I'm putting in some highlights. So I'm bringing in some color here now. All right, Steve. Thank you, man. Thanks for letting me know that. I didn't realize I hit the wrong button, guys. I'm going to start to blend all this into the rest of the stuff that I've already done. You see that? I'll bring that in here. I'll start doing that. I probably won't get to the hand today, guys, because I don't know what the people's attention span is like anymore. There's not many people watching now, but hopefully they'll check it out a little later. If you guys want, you can share this. So now I'm just trying to add just a little bit of color here and there. Thank you, Steve. You guys should try the oils. Don't be afraid of them. The trick is don't lay them down heavy. Don't lay them down too heavy, as that's where you'll get in trouble. There we go. Let's get a little bit right here on the Adam's apple there. Let's get a little bit like right here. So I'm trying to lighten it up a little bit here and there. Just like that. What do you think? All right, now clean that brush off. That is what do I do with it? It's a light flesh tone. Now I want to get a little bit of this titanium white. Just a little bit. And then right here. Right there. Let's get a little bit right there. Right here alongside that cheek there. Come over here. Right there. Let's get a little bit right here. Now there's a mole there that I'll have to go in there. It's right here by his lip. You hope I start doing more fantasy and sci-fi stuff, James? You must have been eavesdropping on my in my cave here, because I was talking to my grandson about that. And I'd like to get into some more some of these machining Kriegers that I got. Let's get a little bit right there on that Adam's apple. Right there. Just like that. Let's get like right here on this, on the okay, what do you think, guys? Okay, I'm going to sit him down just for a second because I want to come over to this. The hand. Clean the brush. Grab some of the shadow flesh. And then right in here, just like that. This is, guys, this is a, excuse me, I haven't looked up at the screen yet, but this Jerry Fritz is amazing. Thank you, brother. I am fortunate to have some good friends around me. Jerry, he allowed me to bring this out, to make the announcement for this. He didn't have to do that, but I'm thankful, and honored that he did. This is his. These are his investments, as far as like the kit itself. So I want to do a good job for him. So what you see me doing here, guys, is I'm trying to add some color to that. So now I'm going to pull some of this Payne's Gray, because this is going to give me like the veining and stuff that I'm looking for. And I'll put that like right in here. Here. Right here by this knuckle. In here. Just like that. So now we come with this. You see what I'm doing here? Using one of these as a brush, and I'm just very lightly moving it around, and then I take off the excess. And it gives me, you can see the, like right here. Watch when I'm done with it. You see that? up. Come on. You see that? Same thing here. I take off the excess, but there's just enough in there to tint. And I'm not rubbing really, really hard. Yeah. We'll come in here a little bit right here. Use my finger to move it around. And then whatever I got over on the top of it, you just pull it right off with this. Go back in and just very lightly move it around. There's the hand. You could grab some of this, clean your brush. Grab a little of this pink. Right there on that knuckle. Right here in the high spot. Down the finger. Across here. Pull a little bit more. On that knuckle. On that knuckle. Right here by the wrist. Just like that. Look at that. I'll let that sit. Now let me get back to this guy again. I think we're almost done here. See these? Steve, you know what these are, right? I'm going to grab some of this flesh tone from right in here. Just like that. What do you think, man? What do you think? He's got some teephuses here, so let's... Now, this is all oils, guys, on top of acrylics. I'll let this sit. I'll let it dry. Look at that. What do you think, guys? Huh? Give it a little shine here. Give it a little... Let's get a little bit here. A little bit here. And we are almost done for today, guys. Almost. Almost. We're almost there. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll finish them up. And there you go. Once this is dry, it'll be dry tomorrow. I'll hit it with a matte coat. I'll step back. I'll take them outside, look at it in the sun. But there he is. I still need to do some work around the eyes. I'm going to go in with some oils once this is dry and I seal it. I'll go in and do a little speckling, the moles and stuff that he's got on his face. I know if you look at the image online, it looks like he's got like a 5 o'clock shadow underneath for where the mustache is. He's got some mottling on his face, a little bit on his neck. Right around here, around the eyes, will be a little redder, But there he is. Now, let me set this here for a second. Let me look at the hand now again. I want to add a little bit of a highlight, like right here on the knuckles, like right there. And then a little bit coming across here like that. So yeah, check it out. So let me switch my camera over. Where did I do my hat? Okay, now switch the camera over. So there he is. That's 2 hours. It was primed, so you watched me put the base coat down, which was the Stynylrez Terracotta, the Stynylrez Light Flesh. Once I did that, I went in with some New Worlds. Where is it? Where's the flesh? What did I do with it? Shit, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Nope, that's not it. I went in with the Fair Blush and some of this blush. And then I a little bit in here with the deep blush. I put a little drop or two in there. And then the rest of it is oils. You guys watch me do it. Again, I'm going to put this up there. This is Jerry Fade, Just Paint It. This is his kit. You can go on to Just Paint It. You can get your own, $65 plus shipping. You get the clear bottles. You get the other bottles. You get the hands with the clear bottles. He just dropped in the comments that you're going to get some stickers for the beer bottles. Again, this is a great kit, a great sculpt. It was sculpted by Arthur Vergney over at V3D. Arthur, excellent job. Engineered by Hobbyman Mike over at ny3dcreations.com and exclusive only to Jerry Fade right there, Just Painted. I'm going to let this sit, guys. I'm going to clean my brushes off, go wash up. I hope this was entertaining for you guys. I hope you learned a little something. Don't be afraid to use oils, guys. I mean, you saw me do it. That'll be dry tomorrow. By the time I get up tomorrow, I'll hit it with one of these. Just tap it, and I'll see if there's whatever comes off of it. But that's so thin on there that it'll be dry by tomorrow. So don't be afraid to use oils, guys. They're a good tool in your toolbox. You guys have a good evening, man. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and if you can, the link is in the chat there. If you can, help a brother pay for the StreamYard. If not, just hit the subscribe button. Give me a like. Leave a comment. Come check us out on the Styrene Syndicate on Facebook, Red Dragon Model Works. Check out Jerry Frades there on Facebook. It's the only place you're going to be able to buy this if you want it. So you guys have a good one. So Gilbert saying peace. Have a good evening. We'll see you guys tomorrow about the same time, 6:30 tomorrow. You guys have a good one. Good night.